First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakach, Warash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect and the sincere Akiyam, pushing this word, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. And your brother Mayim coming to you with another lesson. It says, Psalms 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? You see, the Lord is looking for able-bodied men, from the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, to come out here on the highways and the byways and push forth this word, and use it as a net to cast in good fish and bad fish, man. You see, and there's a reward for your works, and that's when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah returned to establish his throne on earth. He's gonna divvy out the spoils to those men who answered the call, man. You see? Let me read it again. Psalms 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And this battle is not physical. You see, it's a spiritual battle. Although we go out there and physically push this word, but as far as it comes to fighting and putting our hands on people, that's not what the Lord called us out here to do. Because the word of the Lord is a two-edged sword. You see, we use these scriptures to cut people, and even cut ourselves. You see, because the scriptures talk about, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore as wise as serpents and as harmless as doves, man. So the object is not to be carnally minded, man, but to be physical. This is all spiritual, man. We use these words, to fight our battles, man. Let me read it again, because this is a hiring call, and the reward that you're gonna receive for pushing this work is unimaginable, man. You can't imagine the amount of riches that the Lord is coming to divvy out, to the elect, man, to the joint heirs of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. You see, and everybody is not qualified, to push this word, man. You have to be of the lineage of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, and more importantly, you have to be the elect. You see, because when you go out there on the highways and the byways, you cast in good fish and bad fish. You see, when they speak about building a rock upon sand, and when the flood come in, everything that you learned go away with the storm, man, get washed away with the storm. And also talk about when the word come to you, the wicked one cometh and strip you away from all the things that you learned. When tribulation come, you go back into the world because it's too hot for you. So just because you get cast in by that net, that don't mean you're gonna stay in this truth, man. That you're gonna continue to push this word. Only the elect, the ones that's predestined from the beginning of time, is going to be able to endure until the end, man. Let me read it again, because this is a hiring call for any able-bodied man of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel to come join this spiritual army. The scriptures talk about after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life entered into them, and they stood on their feet, a great army, and fear fell upon their enemies, man. You see, so when you pushing this word out there, our enemies fear this word, man, because the name of the Lord is back in the earth again, man. The only power, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, who is documented in history throughout all the nations, who the children of Israel are, is just that we forgot who we were. It said, because we shall discontinue from our heritage, man. But the name Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, is back in the earth, man. You see? And it's time for us to go home, man. Because the scriptures talk about us as they ascended up into heaven in a cloud after we stood on our feet, a great army. The next verse down, it said, and they ascended up into heaven in the clouds, man. And our enemies marveled at it, man. And it also talk about the strangeness of our salvation, man. You see? It also talk about standing in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted them, man. So it's all prophesied in the scriptures that 12,000 men from each one of the tribes of the children of Israel is going to answer that call, man, and endure unto the end. Will you be one of those men, that come out here winter, spring, and summer, fall, man, be instant in season and out of season, reproving and rebuking? Will you be one of those men, man? Did the Lord give you the faith to make your body a living sacrifice, man. Because the scripture talk about the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in the field. And when one find it, he go off and sell everything he have and purchase that field, man. Well, that means that you're gonna have to lose things here, man. You say you can't serve two masters. Either you will love one and hate the other, man. You're gonna have to hate this. You're gonna have to hate this life and hate this world, man, and leave everything behind. So if you establish a relationship with a woman before you came into this truth, and you have children, 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna be able to come with you, because women is of the world, man. They love Christmas. They love Thanksgiving. They love shopping. You know what I mean? It ain't too many women that's going to stick with a man that's basically not attached to this world, man. You see? So I'm not sitting here saying that this walk of being a prophet and pushing his word is easy, because it's not. Because you have to be purged, man. The old man have to be purged out of you. It speak about taking away in the dross, so you can be a finer vessel, man. Scriptures also talk about, I counsel of thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and in white raiment. Let me get it real quick, because I don't want to butcher it, but you know what I mean? That's what the Lord, he want. He looking for purged out vessels, you know what I mean, to be on his team, man. It says, Revelation 3 verse 18, it says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire. We're those choice vessels, man. And what's the fire? Affliction, man. Adversity. That thou mayest be rich. You see? Because Yahweh Shah is coming with an innumerable amount of riches, man. Sitting in his hands with many crowns. The king always had riches, man. And if the king got many crowns in his head, then everything in those that's under those crowns belong to us, belong to him. He gonna redistribute it to us. You see? And in white raiment, man, righteousness, man, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, man. Because if you don't have this truth, you're naked. It's the only thing that clothe you, man. This truth. It says, and anoint thy eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see, man. The scriptures talk about where there's no vision, that people perish, man. So we, the prophets, the men of the Lord, been given the secrets of Yahweh Shah, and we can see the future, man. Our vision is not blurry. So when you're talking to these people in the world, they always talk about the past or the present. They can't see the future. And when you start speaking about things of the future, they think you crazy. Because our eyes have been anointed with eye salve, that thou mayest see. So we talk about World War III coming, and the only way you're going to be able to escape World War III is if you have that mark of exemption on you. They can't see the future. They can only see the past. And they only can see the present. But the prophets, the men of the Lord, have been given the secrets of Yahweh Shah. And that's what makes us different from the rest, man. So there's a call that's been going out. Let me go back there again. Psalms 94 and 16. It's one of my favorite verses in the scriptures, man. Psalms 94 verse 16. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And we know who the ultimate evildoer is, Esau, Edom, man. The nation of Edomites, man. They say the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. And he's the ultimate worker of iniquity, man. Because he is against Yahweh Shah. He establishes societies based on abominable works, man. Based on theft, based on murder, based on lying, man. He establishes towns by blood and establishes borders by theft. You see? When we come out there in the highways and the byways, we uncover that covering cast that he placed over the whole world, because Islam didn't tell you who Esau Edom was. Christianity didn't tell you who Esau Edom is. Christianity didn't tell you who the Israelites are. Islam didn't tell you who the Israelites are. 1969 to until now, the truth the real truth of the scriptures have been coming out. They say because the scriptures talk about in the gospel let me get this, the gospel that came Matthew 24. I don't want to butcher it, Salakia. It says Matthew 24 verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. What gospel? Yahweh Shai, man. That name has been missing from the earth, man. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. That's the most important names that you need to know, in this truth, man. In this, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Not Yeshua, not any other, not Jesus, not Allah. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, man. Read it again, Matthew 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So it's men that answered the call. It's prophesied that men was going to answer the call. 12,000 from each one of the nations of the children of Israel is going to rise up against the evildoers and stand up for the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai against the workers of iniquity, and then they ascended up into the heaven in the clouds, man, and got the victory. Will you be one of those men, those choice vessels, man, that's selected to do the work of the Lord? So I pray and hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.